Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steelers Art Rooney II breaks silence on Aaron Rodgers' pursuit. Team president Art Rooney II didn't sound like he knew anything more about the possibility of quarterback Aaron Rodgers signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers than anyone else. In fact, in a way, Rooney sounded as if he knew less. But Rooney made it clear while speaking to the media at the NFL's annual league meeting Tuesday that Rodgers doesn't have any infinite amount of time to make his free agency decision. Not forever, Rooney told reporters, via ESPN's Brooke Pryor, when asked how long the team will wait for Rodgers. But a little while longer. Rooney's comment, which could be seen as a message to Rodgers, came a day after Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin essentially said there was no deadline for the quarterback to make a decision. "I don't know that we've approached it from a deadline perspective," Tomlin said to the media. "As I mentioned, you'd like to have settled circumstances, but deadlines don't often bring that to a head." Art Rooney II says signs are positive Aaron Rodgers signs with Steelers. While initially speaking with reporters, Rooney expressed that positive signs exist that the Steelers will eventually sign Rodgers. But to explain his reasoning, Rooney simply repeated a lot of facts already circulating in the media. "We keep hearing that he's, I guess, headed in our direction, and so that seems to be all signs are positive so far," said Rooney. The Steelers team president added that it was a good sign Rodgers wanted to throw with new Pittsburgh receiver DK Metcalf over the weekend. Rooney, though, also seemed a little disappointed that Rodgers hasn't already signed with the team. "Didn't envision it taking this long," added Rooney. The Steelers hosted the quarterback for a visit at the team facility on March 21. But the quarterback left without signing a contract. NFL insider Mike Florio suggested Rodgers was visiting to test the Steelers for media leaks. Tomlin explained that the meeting was a way for the two sides to get more acquainted. "It's been reported that he spent a day with us, and it was a really good day," Tomlin told reporters Monday, via Pryor. "Specifically, he and I obviously have known of each other for some time, and so it was really good to spend some time together, man, and get to know each other more intimately, but it is free agency. It is a process. I have nothing of any more significance to add other than that." Aaron Rodgers hosts throwing session with DK Metcalf. In addition to getting to know Tomlin and the Steelers organization better, Rodgers recently had an opportunity to get more familiar with Metcalf. NFL.com's Kevin Patra wrote Rodgers and Metcalf had a throwing session, which Rooney mentioned, at UCLA during the final weekend of March. Similar to Rooney, Tomlin and Steelers general manager Omar Khan are taking that as a positive sign Rodgers will eventually agree to come to Pittsburgh. "I wasn't there, but that's good if that did happen," Khan told reporters Monday. "I'd say that." The Steelers brought back Mason Rudolph on a 2-year contract this offseason. If Rodgers doesn't sign with Pittsburgh, Rudolph could be the team's fallback option. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, who started every game behind center for the Steelers last season, signed with other teams during free agency. But all signs point to the Steelers getting a deal done with Rodgers. Nothing Rooney said changed that expectation. Just signed former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback should be the starter with new team. Palm Beach, Florida former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson will likely be the starter for the New York Giants, general manager Joe Schoen hinted on Tuesday. He will take first-team reps in OTAs, giving him the pole position within the organization after signing a 1-year deal that could be worth up to $21 million. Head coach Brian Daboll noted that Wilson has a great deep ball, and he really liked that part of his game with the wide receivers the Giants have on their roster. "He makes good decisions with the football," Daboll said, via the team's website. "He's athletic. He's a little bit older, so maybe not as athletic as 13, 14, but certainly has ability to use his legs, extend plays, great explosive plays, phenomenal deep ball thrower. Has created a bunch of explosive plays and scoring points for his team and does a good job making good decisions with the football the games that he's played. A rookie could throw a wrench in plans for Wilson, especially if the Giants land Cam Ward. However, Jameis Winston and Wilson are currently set to battle it out, and Wilson should have the edge in that one. Wilson said in his introductory press conference last week that he is preparing to start and expects to be the starter. "Yeah, I expect to be the starter and come in here and be ready to rock and roll every day," Wilson said. Wilson's play tailed off sharply toward the end of the season. On top of that, a report dropped in January that offensive coordinator Arthur Smith took away Wilson's ability to work at the line of scrimmage. That could have irked people in the organization. Regardless, he is now gone, and the Steelers are still searching for their 2025 quarterback, though the pursuit of Aaron Rodgers remains ongoing. Betting. Check out our guide to the best PA sportsbooks, where our team of sports betting experts has reviewed the experience, payout speed, parlay options, and quality of odds for multiple sportsbooks. The Pittsburgh Steelers will sign a veteran QB, even if it's not Aaron Rodgers, by Nick Farabaugh at PennLive.com. Palm Beach, Florida. The Pittsburgh Steelers will sign a veteran quarterback this offseason, even if it is not Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has yet to make a decision, but when asked if the team needed a veteran quarterback, General Manager Omar Khan made it quite clear the other options for the Steelers would include players like Joe Flaco and Carson Wentz. For now, the trade market is not lush, but Kirk Cousins could emerge as an idea for the team. Either way, Khan made it clear that the Steelers will have 4 quarterbacks on the roster, not just 2 or 3. Currently, they only have Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson under contract. "I'll just say that we always go to training camp with 4 quarterbacks, and we have 2 under contract right now, so all options are on the table through free agency, trade, or the draft, obviously. So, all options are on table," Khan said. Rodgers is playing the waiting game, but all signs seem to point towards him being the veteran. Barring something unforeseen, he should also be the Steelers' starting quarterback in 2025. The rest of the options are anything but appealing. Pittsburgh has somewhat backed itself into a corner as a result of what has occurred this offseason. Betting. Check out our guide to the best PA sportsbooks, where our team of sports betting experts has reviewed the experience, payout speed, parlay options, and quality of odds for multiple sportsbooks. Are you a fan? What do you think about Joe Flacco's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.